All right, guys, are you guys ready for your final comedian tonight? Yeah! I'm sorry to ruin your night. He is not from Charlotte or South Carolina. I know, I'm sorry. But he came all the way from New York City! Yeah! Put your hands together real loud right now. Let's go, let's go. Including you, for Christos!
Hey, what's up? Are you guys a good crowd?
Woo!
Yeah, alright, because I'm really insecure and I don't actually talk like that.
Oh my god.
My name's Christos. Like if Christ had a cereal. So my full name is Christos Petropopoulos.
Yeah!
Yeah! Greeks?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Let's go. Yeah, so you understand, like, when I was going to school, like, learning to spell my own name was very difficult. And then once I thought I had it figured out, like, we learned cursive in 3rd grade. And my teacher was like, you know what, you'll just be like Cher, just Christos, that's it. And now I'm here and depressed.
Oh my god.
But I'm insecure for a lot of reasons. First of all, I'm Greek and Albanian, you know, so 2 more rings and the mafia just gives me a diner, dude. And, you know, I have 2 life goals, right? It was either build a diner or become a building super. And now, I failed both my parents, but that also means she has a son she resents. That's funny. That's funny. Hey, Mom. Yeah, no, it's cool. But I'm uncircumcised. Any other uncut kings here? Just me? Even the Greeks? No? Alright, well, a lot of you are missing out. There's a lot of advantages to being uncircumcised. First of all, without that extra bit of skin, people might mistake my penis for a clitoris. The second is the proverbial cum pocket.
The cum
Don't worry, it gets better. Let me explain. In the opportune moment of climax, if you pinch the tip of your skin, creating a vacuum-tight seal, you have thus established a cum pocket, allowing you to quite literally go from one room to another to drop your kids off at the pool. If you'd like, I have about 45 minutes of uncut material. I can keep going. Uncut gems, if you will. All right. Before we keep going, I do want to make a couple things clear, all right? First of all, I have lots of black friends. I have lots of gay friends. My wife is a Japanese Palestinian Jew. And my pronouns are they, them. So please let me say whatever I want. This guy's like, finally! Yeah, I know it's confusing because I look half homeboy, half proud boy, but it's all right. Yeah. But anyone here from New York or anything like that? You're all born and raised here? You're from New York? Okay, cool. Where at? Utica? Okay, so you're in the but okay, you're from New York? Where? New Jersey? Yeah. That's pretty much New York. Yeah, you know.
The South Bronx.
Do you want to differentiate yourself? Oh, that's strange because I feel that like New Jersey has a certain shame about it.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. Who's from the Bronx?
He's from the Bronx.
Let's go, bro. I'm from Queens. You know.
Woodside.
Woodside?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm from Woodside.
What?
I got priced out of Astoria like the other Greeks.
Astoria's next town over.
Oh shoot! Come on, let's go, dude.
Let's go.
It's been taken over by the Filipinos, though.
I know.
It's been crazy. Yo, if you break your leg on the street, 9 nurses come to save you. It's insane, dude. It's crazy. All right, let's stop being crazy. But So there's this thing, like, I don't know if you guys are into pop culture and everything, but like a lot of people are moving from Brooklyn to Queens, you know? Brooklyn is like a, you know, hipster part. And I'm a little upset about it. And not to quote, you know, our Lord and Savior, Donald Trump, but they're not sending us their best, dude. I used to be the only white guy on my block. I was the wealthiest guy on my block. All the Latino boys used to call me pendejo gringo, which translates to white king. And I was surrounded by these white people in Woodside, dude, regardless of gender, look like Weird Al Yankovic. It's messed up. And I'm outside smoking with the Latino boys, right? And, you know, I'm their king now, right? So, you know, I'm outside smoking and Jose's like, yo, bro, we should build a wall between here and Brooklyn. And Jose B's like, no way, Jose. There are people like us looking for a better life. And then Jose is like, nah, man, the second they build a Trader Jose, we're done for. I guess that's not relatable. Maybe this is relatable. I'm also gender fluid. Anyone know what that means?
You know what that means.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, it means I don't mind my fluid landing on either gender. My preference is women, but if a man happens to walk in the middle of my money shot and it lands on him, that's on him, bro. You know? Sorry. You guys know this guy, Matt Rife?
Yeah.
Okay. Because of this guy, Matt Rife, there's this common misconception that attractive comedians are good at crowd work. So a lot of people think I'm good at crowd work. Sir, what's your name? Jay? That's cool. Jay, what do you do for a living?
Prosthetics.
You prostates? Prosthetics? Like a...
Leg.
Oh, like legs? Like a third leg? Oh, really? That's really cool. Good for you, man. That's awesome. All right. Can I ask you another question? Are you married? Why not? You haven't found like a limping woman that you could sort of come in and save the day for? Hey, let's go, dude. Yeah. All right. Best male nurse ever? Yeah, I think you're good, man. How are you operating here without a Jollibee? It's impossible. Dude, Jollibee's the best. You get like ketchup in your spaghetti. I fucking love Jollibee. It's like a chain in the Philippines. It's very good. They don't know Jollibee. Yeah, they're uncultured. It's all right. It's not fun. It's not your fault. All right. Let's do some more pop culture. Do you guys know how to find an emo kid in a crowd?
Yes.
Okay. Don't answer yet, but
Sure.
the way you do it is you just yell, "Where are you?" Let's fucking go, dude. I found you. That's right. That's one of my most popular jokes on TikTok and Instagram because people don't have taste. And it's got millions and millions of views, right? And TikTok, rest in peace, at the top it tells you what your most associated keywords are. And for me, it said, disabled body positive comedian. So I have to call. What's that? You know, I'm not? You think I'm not disabled? I have celiac disease. This guy knows. I got the tag and everything, dude. Yeah. Well, anyway, do you guys know how, you know how like emo girls when you grew up were like really hot, right? Like all the super hot emo girls. Like what's the deal now that all of them are like living in the Midwest and have like 9 kids now? Have you noticed that? Right? It's like, haven't these people ever heard of closing their goddamn legs, no? That was a deep cut for you, dude. Panic! He's doing references from the 2000s. Yeah. All right, let's get personal here. My wife is Japanese. Because of course, dude. And I used to live in Japan. I met her in Japan. That's where you find a lot of them. And the thing is, in Japan, I'm considered morbidly obese, dude. And her grandma, like, has a huge problem with that. But, like, in Japan, they have a lot of borrowed words from English. So, hamburger is hamburger. Salary man is sarari man. And she was calling me biking. And I was like, oh, biking, like Viking. Oh, because I got broad shoulders, I'm strong. Turns out biking means buffet. So she's been calling me buffet this whole time, dude. And we went in Japan, we had like a traditional Japanese wedding, and it was like really, really cool, you know, in the shrine and the temple and all that kind of stuff. And when I was a kid, I always had like an affinity for Japanese culture, like, and it was sort of out of necessity. So I grew up in like an old house. They call it like a railway house, where basically my mom's room would connect to my room. So she had to walk through our room, me and my brother's room, to like get out of the room, her own bedroom. And I could never watch porn because, obviously, and we didn't have phones that could see porn, you know, on the toilet. So I had no choice but to watch what is called hentai. Do you guys not know hentai? Hentai is anime porn. It was out of necessity because at a distance, my mom wouldn't really understand what was happening on the screen. So if she walked in, I could minimize really quick, you know? Yeah, it was my hack. And, you know, I'm an auditory kind of stimulated person, so, you know, you just hear like, oh, kimochi, you know, like all this kind of stuff. And my mom got really drunk at our wedding, right? And she was ready to do a speech, and she's like crying, and she's like, I knew my son would always go to Japan one day, and I knew he'd marry a Japanese woman because he was always watching Japanese porn in our house. I was like, fuck, Mom! It's crazy. And you know, everyone just bullies me throughout my whole life. Like, her grandma, who has like a real problem with my weight, right? We go to visit her, and we're like, Oba-chan, sorry we can't come more often. Oba-chan is Japanese for grandma. The tickets are so expensive. And she's like, oh yes, because you need a 2-seat on the airplane. I'm fat, but I'm not 2 seats on an airplane fat, you know? And we take her out to dinner, right? And Japan's all about customizing your order, and there's like a big bowl and a small bowl. And she's sitting across from me, looking me dead in the eye, and she's like, you should get the big bowl because of you big boy, man. So I get the small bowl just to prove her wrong, but I wanted that big bowl the whole time, dude. And that joke usually does well with crowds that have taste. And we told her, we're like, Oba-chan, this story of you being mean to me is really helping my comedy career. And she's like, oh, you a comedian? I was like, yeah, well, I thought you knew that. And she's like, I thought that you were a magician. I was like, magician? What? She's like, then why every time you go to the dinner table, all the food disappear? Magic, abracadabra.
Oh my God.
So I had to get back at her, and she came to visit me, right? And I was stuck taking her out around New York City, so I decided to take her to the movies. And Oppenheimer was playing in theaters. So we're sitting down watching, and she's like, this movie is so boring. I don't get it. And I looked at her and I said, don't worry, it gets better. Sorry, stupid. Guys, it's okay. I just got like a text that my girlfriend is pregnant too. Yeah. And when I find the son of a bitch who did it, I'll kill him.
No.
Nah, it's cool. I'm glad it's not mine. My wife would be pissed. No, but we are having a baby. She's actually pregnant. My wife is pregnant. Yeah, my wife is also my girlfriend, you know? That's how it should be, you know? Take her out. But thank you for clapping. And people don't tell you, though, like, about this concept of trying. Like, I never understood, like, you know, why people called it trying until we were actually trying to have a baby. Like, everyone gives you unsolicited advice. I'd have Uber drivers that would be like, bro, cover her face and come inside fast. And it was like, Jesus Christ, this is really personal. You know? And then, like, there was a certain point where we were like, okay, we've been trying for a while and we haven't got her pregnant, so, like, let's go to the doctor to see what's up. And we go to the doctor, and I didn't know that we would get to this stage where they're testing my semen. I thought we were just gonna ask for advice. And so we're over there, we show up to the clinic, every woman there is super beautiful, right? Like, that's working there, they're like super hot. It's like run by this like Chinese doctor mogul who's like, he knows what he's doing, right? Everyone is a 10 working there. And he's like talking to us and giving us advice, and he's like, okay, we're gonna test your semen now. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, when was the last time you masturbated? And dude, my wife was right next to me. And every guy in here knows you can't say it was today. So I was just like, oh man, like weeks ago, and I don't even remember the last time. He was like, oh, perfect, so you'll have a great sample for us. So I have to go, I commit, and guess who, out of all the super hot nurses that are there, that brings me over to the weird jerk-off booth? It's the one Filipino guy nurse that looks exactly like this dude right here. And he's just like outside the door, and I'm taking a long time, dude, because I busted earlier, you know? And so we come out, and I gotta go along with this whole grift that I just, you know, I'm totally fertile. And then the doctor tests it, and he's like, hey man, you know, it looks like you don't have really good volume of your semen. This is really concerning. And I was like, oh no. And so to keep up with this lie, I spent like $8,000 on like treatment and all this kind of stuff. And like we never did any of it, right? Because like one day I'm visiting my dad in Greece, and he was just like, hey, you know, I know you're having trouble like getting your wife pregnant. And I was like, yeah, I know. Why does everyone know this? And he's just like, you know, you're my son, so I know you very well. You gotta stop masturbating. So I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I know, dude. I know about the Japanese porn. And I was like, okay. And he's like, just keep it locked and loaded in the chamber, and then you do it. And little did we know, in the Greek culture, you name your child after your dad. But in this case, my dad also helped me father my own child by giving me that advice. And then you have to give the middle name of like the area where he was conceived. So my son's name is Constantine Trump Las Vegas Hotel Petropoulos. I only went there because it was a good deal. Yeah, some guy was there with fireworks in the car or something. Yeah, too personal? Okay, sorry. Yeah. Well, let me ask you another question. You ever watch a movie with a woman?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Why does every single woman think you're executive producer Dick Wolf, dude? Who's that? I don't know. Where are they going? I'm watching this for the first time like you. Where are they about to go? I have no idea. And maybe we'd find out if you'd shut the fuck up. I don't like your tone. I don't like your tone either. I might as well have sex with you, so when I strangle you, it's not assault. And that's how Netflix and Chill was born. Relatable, got it. Yeah. But another bit of relatability. Anyone here like trying to lose weight?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to lose weight, man. It's really hard. I'm trying to jog, but like I'm such an anxious person that the idea of jogging scares me, because like who's the one person that always finds a body when you're jogging? It's always the guy. The New Yorker. Joggers always finding bodies, dude, and I just can't imagine the moment where like I go and run into the police and they're like, so what were you doing here, man? Jogging. You? You were jogging. Yeah. What were you doing last night? I can't tell him. I was up all night watching hentai, so I'm like, you know what? I just killed her, man. We were watching a movie. I just killed her. Sorry. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you my most obscure joke. But before that, this is usually the time where some of my fans in the audience give me Pokémon cards.
No,
Is there anyone here who brought Pokémon cards for me? Oh! Yes? Oh, thanks, bro.
he's there.
Yo, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the support. Yeah, this is a TikTok. All right, I'm gonna open the Pokemon cards with you.
It's a natural.
I'm a degenerate gambler, and they understand, but it's all right. How you guys doing? You're alive? Okay. No, nothing good. Thanks, bro. All right. So don't believe the media when they say there's not enough representation, okay? There's tons of representation in a wholesome place called Pornhub. Black, Asian, Futanari, I've seen everything. And the most wholesome part of Pornhub is the comments section. So I decided to print some out for you here today. I thought it'd be weird to read it off my phone for obvious reasons. Alright, ready? Wow, that's a beautiful pussy. I feel like I need to eat it with a fork and knife. It looks so delicate. Reply. My ex-girlfriend had a pussy like that. Frankly, I searched the pages to find women that look similar to her. I still love her. I miss her. I wish I had a second chance. Reply. You should tell her how you feel, bro. Things left unsaid are what weighs us down the most in life. Reply. You guys are gay. Reply. We're not gay. I just told you this girl's pussy looks like my ex-girlfriend's. Reply. Still gay. Reply. Fuck you, bro. Where you at? I'ma kick your goddamn ass. Reply. No. Before this, let's validate some things. Reply. What? Reply. Where can I find your girl? Reply. She's a greeter at BJ's in Charlotte. Reply. Greeter? Isn't that a job they give retarded people? Reply. Yes, but they are currently understaffed. Reply. Yo, bro, I went there, and this girl does not look like your girl at all. Reply. Idiot, I said her pussy. Reply. I know. Reply. Now I'm really gonna kick your ass, bitch. Reply. Come at me, bro. Reply. Where can I find you? Reply. I'm a comedian. I'll be performing at Myrtle Beach in some women's gym. Reply. I bet.
Some women's too.
Where am I gonna meet you? Reply. Well, if you hand me Pokemon cards at the show, then we could do the dance, boy.
That's you, man.
See you after the show. Thanks, guys. Alright, before I go, if you ever meet a white guy that's been to Thailand, he's a bad person. Alright, thank you. I'm Chris.